Hey everyone, Donald from Otaku no Podcast, here with the first look at an exciting new program called ComiPo. This cool new program, created by Web Technology Com Corporation in Tokyo, Japan, lets you easily create manga on your PC. What can you use it for? Really, the uses are limited only by your imagination. Maybe you've got a story you'd like to tell, you've always wanted to create a webcomic. Well, now you can with ComiPo. You can make cool manga-style flyers advertising your new anime club or the anime convention that you're running. Whatever. How about a cool manga-style birthday or Christmas card? Perfect for the otaku in your life. Or maybe you just want to make a cheap ripoff or parody of someone else's work. Whatever you want to do, ComiPo makes it possible. It's really easy to use and it's a lot of fun. This program was released in Japan in December 2010, but it's been gaining a lot of popularity all over the world. And so they decided to create an English language version, which is coming out on September 15th. It works on any fairly recent PC running Windows XP, Vista, or Windows 7. It also works beautifully in PC emulation programs such as Parallels or VMware, which is great for you Mac and Linux people. Okay, let's get started. When you run the program, you're presented with this wizard that basically lets you set up the page type for your comic. Now, that doesn't mean that all of the pages in your comic have to be whatever type you choose. When you create another page in your comic, you can actually choose a different page type. So let's just go with the standard 4-panel comic. And like I said, you can actually choose different styles. There's all sorts of different styles. Small cells, long, thin cells, tall cells, or various mixtures of the two. Let's just go with the standard 4x4 here. And there we go. Let's start by adding some characters to our comic. We do that through the character selector. ComiPo comes with several pre-made characters, and you actually have the capability to create your own characters and customize them. For now, let's pick one of the pre-made ones. Simply grab the character and drag it onto the panel of choice. Now, ComiPo characters are fully 3D, which means that you can pose them any which way you want. To do that, you can either use the toolbar buttons up here, or you can use these grab handles. So for example, we can turn her sideways. We could tilt her forward if we wanted to. Tilt backwards. We can also change the character's size. And we can even change the rotation. But let's not do that because it looks kind of strange. Just like that, we can, of course, add more characters. Now, as I said before, ComiPo lets us create our own custom characters. To do that, just click on the Create Character button. This brings up a screen that lets us configure different aspects of our character. We can start by picking the clothing and gender. So let's make a female with the school uniform. We can then change the face and eye type if we would like. And go the crazed otaku look. You just pick some standard. And of course we can change the eye color. And the hairstyle. We can also add accessories such as glasses, accent lines around the mouth or cheeks, and so forth. As well as other accessories like bows, rabbit ears, Santa hat, You get the idea. Once you've created your character and customized him or her to your specifications, click on the Save button. She kind of looks like Yuki from Haru Suzumiya, so I'm going to name her appropriately. And now she's available for use. We can drag her into a panel and pose her just like the standard characters. Alright, that's pretty cool, except that the boring white background is, well, boring. Let's customize that by choosing a background. We do that through the Background Image Chooser. ComiPo comes with a wide variety of different backgrounds, including standard scenes such as school classrooms, schoolyard, school buildings, school hallways, houses, office buildings, downtown scenes, city streets, as well as some abstract backgrounds, such as calming images, or you've got, like the flames signifying anger. You get the idea. Let's, for now, put just your standard school classroom in. Just drag it in. And just like any other object, you can change the position. You can change the size. You can even change the rotation if you like, although that's pretty weird. I don't know. Maybe that'd be appropriate if you're trying to simulate a school during an earthquake or something, but let's not do that. There. Okay. Of course, you're not limited to the backgrounds that ComiPo comes with. You can actually import your own graphics files to use as backgrounds. We do that here in the User Image tab. We click by clicking on the Import User Image button. And just like ComiPo's built-in backgrounds, just drag it in and size it as appropriate. Now, you might have noticed that our character sort of disappeared. That's because ComiPo fully supports layers, meaning that some things can appear in front of or behind other things. In this case, the image that we just put in appeared in front of the characters. We can change that by changing the order here in the layer list. So we just drag the background up, and there we go. This is really useful if you have a lot of characters in a scene. That way you can choose, who appears in front of the others and who appears behind in the background and that sort of thing. Okay, let's give our characters something to say. We do that through the Speech Balloon Picker. You can choose from a wide variety of styles, different line styles. For example, here's your standard circular speech bubble. You also have these more action-oriented ones down here. And you can also choose thought bubbles. To use one, just drag it into your comic. And just like any other object, you can adjust its size, position, and so on. As well as the place where it's pointing to. And we can type what to say. We can also add items to our scene. We do that through the item picker. ComiPo comes with quite a few items of various kinds: stationery, school items like chairs and desks, daily items such as the ubiquitous school bag, various articles of clothing, various household goods, buckets, dustpan. Let's add a piece of chalk to our chalkboard here. To do that, just drag the object into the scene. Like every other object, you can change its size, its rotation, and various other aspects. Make this a bit smaller. There. Now let's add some emotional impact. We do that through the Comic Mark panel. ComiPo comes with the usual variety, so, your typical sweat drops, your anger marks, the little crosshatches that appear on angry characters, which are actually called Ikari marks, sweat drops, little sleepy signs, etc. To add an object, just drag it onto the scene. And of course you can change its size and rotation. We can also add impact by adding effect lines. As well as sound effects. ComiPo comes with both Japanese and English sound effects. And finally, you can change your character's facial expression. ComiPo comes with quite a few different ones spanning various emotions. You can also change the way your character is posed. There's quite a few different poses to choose from, various walking, running, and various other action poses. This one's sort of the karate kick one. And when you're done with your masterpiece, you can export it into image files ready to be posted to your website or blog. Well, there you have it. As you can tell, ComiPo is a very powerful program, but it's also quite easy to use, and it's a lot of fun. It's also extensible. They'll no doubt be releasing add-on packs with additional characters, poses, accessories, models, backgrounds, and that sort of thing as time progresses. The English version of ComiPo is coming out on September 15th at a price of approximately $50. For more information, check out the ComiPo website in English. They're also on Facebook and Twitter. And of course, once it comes out, there'll be a post on otakunopodcast.com telling you how and where to get it. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Donald from Otaku no Podcast saying sayonara, jane.